York's classic rock. Q1043.
And Steve Schirripa is here in the studio with us. Hi, Steve.
Hello, happy 50th anniversary, my friend. I come bearing gifts.
Oh.
From myself and for Madison Square Garden. You got a New York's a Nick hat. Here you go. You got a little Ranger.
Oh.
A Ranger hat. It's cold out there.
Okay.
Wow. Look at you.
We got a New York Ranger T-shirt. Don't give these away. Don't re-gift these. You hear me?
You know
well, you can get. But wait.
Don't do that.
Now this.
Whoa.
Now this. Look.
Oh. Wow.
50 years.
Look
Jim
at
Kerr.
that.
Look at
From
that.
Madison Square Garden.
That is awesome.
All right, so and it is a
50
custom.
years, a custom-made New York Knick. Go Knicks.
Okay.
Look at that. I want to see you wearing that around the house smoking. I
I
want you to smoke and wear the Knick shirt.
5-0
by
on
the-
it and says Kerr. That's amazing.
By the way, Adam Ferrara says to say hi.
Tell him I said hello. He's a good man. Good man.
And but that's not all.
All right, who else? We got?
Chris Maloney told me to say hi to you.
I love Chris Malone.
Well, he said he loves you
He's a good guy.
because
Good guy.
I told him you were coming, and he said you got to say hi from me.
Yeah, I like Chris. He's a really good guy. He's a New York iconic New York actor.
You know what? You know he rode his bicycle here yesterday.
I
he's
didn't
he's a
realize
good
he did
cat.
that.
A good cat.
You know,
and he's going to be part of Garden of Laughs.
What's he gonna do?
He's one of the presenters. We have a great list of celebrity presenters. Him, Ben Stiller, Edie Falco, John McEnroe, Jill Martin. Let me see, because I'm old and I can't remember anymore.
Well, you're the host. You're gonna have to.
I'm
remember.
hosting, but I'll have it in the teleprompter. CC Sabathia, Whoopi Goldberg, J.B. Smooth, Susie Essman, and many more. Victor Cruz. We got a whole slew of New York.
That was so funny what you just said about the Garden of Laughs. I said, well, you're the host. You have to remember. And then you said, no, I'll read it on the teleprompter.
Of course I will.
He's already.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Remember all the intros and outros? Come on.
Well, you've got such a lineup of comics.
Great comics. Those I know. Bill Burr. Heather McMahon.
Okay, but no,
Sam Morril.
no, wait.
The pause made us think for a second
No,
they forgot
no,
the
before you get to the rest, he said Bill Burr. Bill Burr could fill that venue just by himself.
Yes.
And has.
Oh,
Okay,
probably,
and- yes.
Do you know what? Probably every single comic can do it.
And that's what's so awesome about this lineup. I mean, you don't get a lineup like this very often. Okay, go on. Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, Heather McMahon, Sam Morril, Chris DiStefano, Jon Stewart, Tracy Morgan, Jim Gaffigan. I think I got everybody. Who'd I miss?
How?
Michael Che from Saturday Night
Oh,
Live.
I love Weekend Update.
It's an incredible lineup, and it's all for charity. And we have some tickets left. It's all for the Garden of Dreams Foundation. We're going to raise a lot of money for the kids. Stays here, tri-state area. It really is a great charity. Every dollar goes. Jim Dolan's a wonderful guy, generous man, and Ticketmaster. It's going to be great. It's the 27th, this Wednesday. It's my wife Laura's birthday.
That's a happy birthday, Laura.
Happy
So you made sure you're out of the
birthday.
house?
That's the theater.
No, she'll be there. My daughters, Bria, Sierra, the son-in-laws, they'll be there.
There you
That's
go.
the theater at Madison Square Garden. That's March 27th at 8 p.m. Now, look at Steve. I know that everybody likes you.
Really? Not everybody. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
well, pretty much. But how on earth did you assemble a group of people like this? The logistics are unbelievable because these people are on the road going to different places at different times, doing their jobs, and you have to get all of these major artists together on one night in one city. I mean, it seems
It's
incredible
amazing.
to me.
Yeah, it really is. And, some of them come to the Garden and go to games, Rangers and Knicks. But Bill Burr, I mean, he's from Boston. I think he lives in L.A. I mean, this is the third time he's doing it. This is out of the goodness of his heart, man. No one's getting paid. There's none of that. I mean, this is a real deal, real charity, and it's going to be a great night. It's a lot of fun.
Right, and the theater at Madison Square Garden is also donated, right?
Absolutely. Everything is donated. I mean, so it's really good. I mean, really, we're going to raise hopefully $2 million.
Wow.
And it all stays here. And this is the first one we've done since 2019.
Right, yeah.
So we need to replenish the till. if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And, listen, the Garner Dreams Foundations, they've helped build gymnasiums. They give scholarships. A lot of the kids have been there since 2006 along the way, So libraries, hospital stays. There's kids that are disabled, underprivileged, and it's good stuff. I'm telling you, it's good. We're gonna laugh that night, and it's all for the kids.
And you've been on their advisory board for a long time.
Yes, I have.
Now-
I'm very proud to be a part of this. I really am.
Now, of course, Steve has been on Blue Bloods, and this is the last season for Blue Bloods. Have you finished the last episode?
No,
or
I have
has
not. But they say it's the last season, but there's rumors swirling.
Really?
I saw petitions cancel the cancellation.
Wow.
So I don't know.
It's a long hashtag.
But we're shooting. We're shooting until June.
Okay.
It's not secretive like The Sopranos were under
Right.
lock and key.
Yeah.
But I'm sure stuff's going to happen. I'm not.
No. I was just.
If you're trying to get me to talk,
No,
it's
I'm
not going to happen.
I'm not trying to get you to talk about what's going on the show. I just was worried that you were going to be unemployed. Because you've had a nice run. This has been a great job for you.
A great job, really. Let's see, I came on in 2015. I'm not. The other shows I was on, obviously Sopranos, and I was on Secret Life, The American Teenager for 5 years, and I was always worried, what's next? The books, the thing. I'm kind of like winding down. I'm okay, I saved a few dollars. I'm okay, and I've been working steady. And
I didn't.
This time I'm not sweating it. You didn't save anything after 50 years?
Well,
You got to do it. Come on, 50 years.
Oh, stop.
Now he sounds like Howard Stern.
See?
I mean, you got to have something.
Howard
I
asked
mean,
if he was a millionaire.
well, I'm sure you're a millionaire.
No.
A multi-millionaire.
No.
Come on.
No.
It's mathematics, Jim.
They don't pay over here?
They pay fine. They pay just fine.
So you just blow the money?
Here
What do
we
you got?
go.
Here we
Oh,
go again.
what do you blow the money on?
Here we go.
You're a gambler? Are you a
No,
gambler?
I'm
No,
not.
he's not a
I'm
gambler.
Here we go.
Well,
Here we
Jim,
go again.
Jim, tell him the last thing you bought.
The last thing.
You went clothing shopping at my recommendation.
Yeah, but that was because of stress and pressure that was
What
put
is
on me.
because
by
of
what
me.
shall we buy?
Well, Shelley told me I had to get some new shoes and a new jacket for the Empire State Building show tomorrow.
Okay.
Because she didn't want me,
To
I
look like a
guess.
schlub.
People look at your shoes.
All right, so what it costs? $1,000?
Well, no.
Just
I
Oh,
got,
no, he had to get designer.
I got Ferragamo shoes at Saks and an Armani jacket at Bloomingdale's.
All right, so what are we talking here? How much? Come on.
Total?
Yeah.
3,000. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
A lot of money.
I know.
Who's looking at your shoes on the Empire State Building?
That's what
I'm
Shelley
Come
said.
on, Shelley.
Women look at men's
You
shoes.
steered them down the wrong path there. Come
That's-
on. They
that's-
could
So
care
what
less.
should he have bought,
That's-
Steve?
that's- what
Buy a
Shelley
pair of
said.
shoes for $400. Come on.
The
Tell
shoes,
him to
the
get
shoes I'm wearing right now
Ferragamo.
cost me $60. And they've
$60,
lasted for
nobody
years.
knows
The
nothing.
Rockports.
Nobody, well, you don't want
Yeah,
to wear
but-
Rockports
What's
with,
wrong?
What
with a
happened to
suit.
my Allbirds I gave you?
Well, those are not dress shoes. Allbirds are.
But everybody wears Allbirds with everything.
You blew $3,000. Okay, well, then moving on. So, but 50 years.
50.
Were you out of work in the 50 years? Was
Sure.
there a dip?
But just
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
just a little
radio is tough.
a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Not
You
as
know,
bad as acting.
I'm kind of like Leave It to Beaver. It started on one network. It had a long run, but it ended on a different one.
Yeah.
More than one network, but a long run.
But like everything else, it's peaks and valleys.
sure. Yeah.
It's
Oh, no, it's mostly peaks.
mostly peaks. So you're saying he just pissed the money off.
Stop
He
it.
just pissed it away. You just all this money. You just
You
blow
know
it.
what, Steve? Life happens, and sometimes life
All
costs
right.
money.
Hey, listen. Why,
He remodeled his
just spend it.
bathroom
It's your
once.
money.
I
Just
did
do
rem-
what you got to do with
I
it.
did remodel the bathroom.
Well, that was under protest.
Yeah, but
Do you know
anyway.
why he
No,
remodeled
just
the
stop.
bathroom?
Will you stop?
You know what it
Stop.
might be?
It's 16 after 8 o'clock here at Q104.3. We'll be
You
right
blew the
back.
money on a new toilet bowl.
Because Six Flags
Did you hear what Elvis Duran had to go back to his studio to do his show? But did you hear what he opened up the door and he blurted out what at me?
What did he say?
I think you said you were going to look like a high-level New York prostitute.
Oh, that's true. He did say that.
That wasn't what I was expecting. Opened up the door and he said $3,000. Really? Okay, and what do you come up with, Trevor? You come up with the weird thing.
Well, he said that right after.
You know, what are you eating?
Oh, the key lime pie is really good.
I got to tell you, and I'm a meatball. I consider myself a meatball connoisseur, and I had Carmine's meatball out there, and it's pretty damn good.
That's the best meatball in New York.
Pretty damn good. I don't know about that. Take it easy, Trevor.
Did you have?
It was a really good meatball. Take it easy with the best, but it was really, really, really good.
That's really high praise
Yes.
from Steve Schirripa. He knows from sauces
I
and
know
meatballs.
my meatballs, and I'm going to try the braciole on the way out.
Okay, and I had some.
How's that? Try the braciole on the way out.
I had some of the macaroni and cheese, and I said it had a real kick. There were jalapenos in there. But I guess so finely chopped that I couldn't see them. But it was good. That was from
very good.
That was from Virgil's.
Very good.
Has anybody had the ribs?
Yeah, the ribs were good.
The
Really.
ribs were
Trevor, you're eating ribs at 7 o'clock in the morning. What time did you wake up? Well, this was lunchtime to you.
Yeah, I woke up at 2.
You woke up at 2. It's
yeah, I'm
lunchtime.
fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. All
Couple
right.
of hours, it'll be dinner time.
I don't know what day it is, but
Yeah, before we do the shameless plugs,
The list of Jim Kerr accomplishments is long. He never says something tastes like chicken. Not even chicken. People hang on his every word, even the prepositions. He is Jim Kerr, your morning man in New York for 50 years. Q104.3.
okay, our good friend Steve Schirripa, who's been a very good friend of ours and our show for years and years and years. Garden of Laughs, the all-star comedy lineup, Bill Burr, Jim Gaffigan, Jon Stewart, and more.
Great lineup.
Theater at Madison Square Garden. That's March 27th, 8 p.m. Still some tickets available, and that's at Ticketmaster, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and-
Get 'em at Ticketmaster.
And it is to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation, and your host will be Steve Schirripa.
Very proud of that. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
and you've got something else coming up pretty soon, don't
I
you?
have June 1st, Somerset, New Jersey. It's Soprano Steve Schirripa night. I will be there with my famous dog, Willie Boy. You know, I have a little wiener dog who, the last video we did got 10 million views.
What?
Yeah. I was on my Instagram. So Willie Boy will be there, and they got all kinds of specials. The first 1,000 people get Soprano T-shirts. They got all kinds of food specials. We're going to take pictures, meet and greet, and it's going to be a great night. June 1st, SomersetPatriots.com, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm a big baseball fan. Are you a baseball fan?
Yes, I am.
So it's a Double-A Yankee team.
Right.
And we're going to be out there, me and Willie Boy, and we're going to throw out the first pitch and all that stuff.
You have to do that? Are you nervous?
Well, no, I'm not. Well, I got a bad shoulder. I'm not making an excuse, but I've thrown out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium, Wrigley Field, and Tiger Stadium, and I have not bounced it.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good because
Not yet. Now you're putting pressure on
Are
me.
you going to tell everyone you have a bad shoulder?
Well, I do have a bad shoulder.
Well, it cost John.
But I'm going to try.
you're going to walk out just.
It
Well,
cost.
either that or I'll do it on the head.
It cost John Kerry the presidency in 2004 when
That was pretty bad.
When he did that pitch and it just bounced.
Yeah.
Way out.
Well,
in front
there's
of the
been some
plate.
really
Just
bad
over there.
ones, right?
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
George W. Bush, it was a strike.
Yeah.
You know, he pitched a total strike. Now, I was
Yankee
terrified.
Stadium.
I've only done the Brooklyn Cyclones.
Uh-huh.
Ken Dashow has done Citi Field for the Mets. I only did the Brooklyn Cyclones. I was
Did you
agonizing.
bounce it?
No. I
You
was,
have no idea how he worried about this. It was all he talked about off mic.
But Shelley,
He
you know,
was a
you gotta.
wreck.
They don't care how much they like you, how big a fan, who you are. If you bounce it, they're booing.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
The point is just to get it into the catcher's mitt. But when you walk out onto the mound and you look at home plate, it's like a million miles away.
Yeah. It looks easy, but it's not so
No.
easy.
Oh, Steve, I just had a great idea. I don't know if you know this, but we're the new home of the New York Jets right here at Q104.3.
Oh,
we have all
okay.
the Jet games.
So, baby Jim, you throw a ball, you throw a
Catch
football.
a, you want to catch a punt?
no.
Catch a punt on the
Come
50-yard
on.
line?
No.
Kick a field goal?
No.
50. So, how many more years do you plan on going?
Until they drag me kicking and screaming out
Really?
of the studio, which, as you know, will happen someday because that's the nature of things. But
So you're gonna hang on until they fire you.
there's nothing as
You're
fun.
they
not
come
gonna
in
fire
and
him.
security comes in and box up your
No.
stuff.
There's nothing as
Not
fun.
gonna happen.
There's nothing as fun to do in the morning as this.
And what time do you wake up every day?
3 o'clock.
Wake up at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
What time you come? Now, just run me through the day. 3 o'clock, you get here. What time?
4:20 to 4:30.
You're on the air until
5 until 9 until Monday through Thursday till 10 on Friday.
okay, and then you go home. What do you do?
Well, it depends.
You go blow all your money the rest of the day. You piss your money away. What do you do?
Expensive
Go to
lunches.
the Brooklyn Diner and have a $90 breakfast. What do you do?
Well, I do spend too much money on ordering food to be
Okay.
delivered. I do,
All
and
right.
going out to restaurants and stuff like that.
Well, every restaurant's so expensive now. No matter what you try to do, it's just
oh, I know.
it's just
I
crazy.
know. I
now,
had
yeah.
a cheese omelet and orange juice yesterday. Delivered. It was like $40.
It's crazy.
But it's the way it is.
What kind of cheese?
No, you go.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, when you go online,
Yeah.
to Seamless and places like that. I mean, it all just adds. It's
And
just,
do you know where you're ordering from?
Yes,
Because they have a lot of ghost restaurants, right?
I know.
That's
Did you
right,
hear
yeah.
about them? Fake restaurants.
It's a
yes.
lot of them, yeah.
Yeah.
There's not really a restaurant. They're just,
It's just a kitchen
I don't know, a
somewhere.
storefront, a kitchen
Yeah,
somewhere. So you
yeah.
got to go and visit because, you
No,
don't want some.
No, I go to the places that I know
Okay.
exist. And then
$40 omelet. You want to know why you're broke. $40 for orange juice.
I didn't say.
Well, why don't you buy containers
didn't
of orange
say
juice,
I
leave
was-
it in the refrigerator?
He has no
I
refrigerator.
didn't say I was broke. I said I'm not.
Flush. You're not that flush.
He's not a millionaire.
I'm a middle class guy. Is
Well,
there
you own
anything-
an apartment. Your apartment's.
Is there anything wrong with that?
Wait a minute. Your apartment's over $1 million.
He's not going to sell it. Where's he going to go?
I'm just saying. So
My-
on
my-
paper, you're a millionaire.
I bought my apartment not as an investment. I bought it so I could live somewhere.
And you got big maintenance. How much your maintenance? Let me handle your finances.
Not much.
Let's put
Did you
everything
ever
out.
hear such personal questions
Not only
as
that,
this
too.
week?
I
Well,
know
come
it-
on. Why not?
It's
He
a-
has no.
I
He
know
always
everybody
does.
wants to know, why is he not a
He's
millionaire?
got no gas bill. You turn the gas
Wait,
off.
it's a
He doesn't
lo-
have a car.
Wait, it's a lot different. I mean, it's a lot less expensive than the average rent would be on a one-bedroom apartment. My maintenance. The average rent is insane. I
Yeah.
don't know how anybody can afford it.
Yeah. No, I know. It's and the worst is yet to come. I mean, it's amazing. And you know what the sad part is? Kids, younger people that come here to try to get into radio and even finance and actors and dancers and singers, they can't afford it anymore. The thing is, well, I'm going to New York and I'm going to try to do blah, blah, blah. And now you can't do it because the rent is $5,000 a month, and there's 10 people living in an apartment.
Tons of roommates.
$3,800 a month for a one-bed. I'm not a one-bedroom, a one-room
Yeah.
apartment,
Studio,
a studio.
It's wrong. But the
$3,800
landlords are pigs. A lot of the landlords are pigs. I mean, I know it's, free market capitalism, but there's a lot of advantage being taken care of. But
Okay, it's 8:31 here at Q104.3. Before we say goodbye, have you seen Michael Imperioli's play yet?
yes, I have. Monday night, I went to opening night. It is fantastic, and the reviews were over the moon. And Michael's great in it, as is Jeremy Strong. And I'm very proud of my friend. He's a dear friend, as you know, and man, he did a great job.
Well, let's hear from him for a second.
Hi, Jim. It's Michael Imperioli. I can't believe it's 50 years of waking up the greatest city in the world. In addition to that, you woke up the final episode of The Sopranos. You are part of New York City history, my friend. New York loves you.
Now, did you write that, Jim?
No.
Did you write that and tell him to say that? Because he sounds very robotic, I'll be honest.
He's tired.
He sounds very robotic, like he was reading it from what you sent over.
He's got to do all those performances every week.
Come
Look,
on, Jim. I know him.
He's doing 8 performances a week
Jim,
on
I know
Broadway.
Michael. That didn't sound like him.
Michael would not.
Was that AI? What
Michael,
was that?
Michael would not.
AI Michael
Michael
Imperioli.
would not say that if he didn't sincerely.
I know that. No,
I
that's
know.
true. That's true. Absolutely.
and-
Come on, I'm taking.
I know. We're having fun.
Come on.
And
I'm
he's not going to hear it. He's asleep.
teasing you.
We're having fun.
I'm teasing you.
I know.
I'm gonna handle your finances. Who's your accountant? You got a schmuck?
Yeah, that's
Who's your accountant?
He doesn't have one.
Well, that Jim. You're a mess here. You got to pull yourself together. Listen, the next 50 years, you got to do better.
TurboTax works just fine.
No.
Not a sponsor.
The next 50 years, you got to do better.
I'll try. Steve Schirripa, thank you for dropping by.
Thank you. Happy
This
to be
morning.
here. Congratulations to you. And don't forget, I want you to wear that Knicks shirt from Madison Square Garden.
I will.
All right?
All right.
Don't
thank
lie
you.
to me.
Okay.
He'll find you.
New York's classic rock. Q1043.